Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the lesson today, we will be practicing Surah AL Inshiqaaq. I will be reading it first and then take a pause so you could repeat after me. Let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا السماء انشقت. Okay, make sure that you read that soft and stretch the meme because of the mud here. Okay, this is the elongation. Because of mud, you have to stretch the fatha before, like sama'un. إذا السماء انشقت. وأذنت لربها. وحقت. Okay, this one is ha. Okay, not ha. Okay, some people say huqqat. Okay, they mix ha with ha. So this one is ha, like huqqat. حقت. وأذنت لربها وحقت. وإذا الأرض مدت. وإذا الأرض مدت. وألقت ما فيها. وتخلت. Okay, now qaf here is one of the bold letters. That's why you have to make it bold or read with the full mouth, like وألقت. Okay, وألقت, not وألكت. Okay, وألقت. And here kha is full mouth, like تخلت. وألقت ما فيها وتخلت. وأذنت لربها. وحقت. وأذنت لربها وحقت. يا أيها الإنسان. Okay, on noon you have to make ikhfa. Okay, ikhfa is to make hunna with hiding the noon sound. Okay, you're kind of hiding the noon sound, like insanu. Okay, so it is not insanu, it is insanu. So the noon sound is not clear. يا أيها الإنسان. إنا إنك كادح إلى ربك كدحا فملاقيه. Okay, now here dal is one of the qalqala letters, and that's why you have to make it an echoing sound or a bouncing sound like kadhan. Okay, not kadhan, it is kadhan. كدحا فملاقيه. يا أيها الإنسان إنك كادح إلى ربك كدحا فملاقيه. فأما من أوتي كتابه بيمينه فأما من أوتي كتابه بيمينه Okay, now here on this noon we did not apply the rule of ikhfa because here after noon sakin we have hamza. Okay, and that is the rule of izhar. Whenever you have hamza after a noon sakin or tanween, you apply the rule of izhar, which means do not make ghunna. Okay, the izhar letters are hamza, ha, ain, ha, ghain, kha. Okay, these are the 6 letters, and now here you might be wondering that it is not a hamza, it is alif. So when alif has any of the haraka like dhamma, fatha, kasra, or double fatha, double kasra, double dhamma, okay, or standing fatha, standing kasra, standing dhamma, or a sukoon, okay, so if it has any of these signs, it is considered hamza. Okay, if it has a mad, then it is not a hamza. Okay, it is an alif. But if it has any sign on its own like dhamma, fatha, kasra, or all the others I mentioned, so then it is considered hamza. That's why you have to apply the rule of izhar here, and you do not make gunna on noon like man utiya. Okay. فأما من أوتي كتابه بيمينه فسوف يحاسب حسابا يسيرا. فسوف يحاسب حسابا يسيرا. وينقلب إلى أهله مسرورا. وينقلب إلى أهله مسرورا. Okay, so on this noon, you have to apply the rule of ikhfa, which means you have to make a gunna with hiding the noon sound, like yanqalibu. Okay, and qaf is thick. Okay, qaf is one of the bold letters, like yanqalibu. Okay, and same way you read ra with full mouth, this one and the next one too, because here you have dhamma on ra, and on the next one you have double fatha. And the rule of tafkhim and tarqiq on ra is that whenever you have dhamma or fatha on ra, you have to read it with full mouth. Okay, like masrura. Okay, wa amma man utiya. Okay, make one noun meme because there is a shadda or tashdid. Okay, wa amma. Okay, and on this one you have to do the izhar because after noon sakin you have one of the izhar letters, which is hamza, so it is going to be without gunna, like man utiya. Wa amma man utiya kitabahu wara'a zahri. Wara'a zahri. وأما من أوتي كتابه وراء ظهره فسوف يدعو ثبورا. فسوف يدعو ثبورا. Okay, make sure that you don't stretch the fa here. Okay, like some people say فسوف يدعو. Okay, so it is not supposed to be stretched. It is فسوف. Again, dal is one of the qalqala letters. Read it with an echoing sound or a bouncing sound, like yad'u, yad'u, thubura. Okay, and the next letter has a shadda. Now, if you stop on subura, the shadda on word doesn't matter. Okay, so you have to say wayasla. Okay, same way as you read wow without a shadda or anything. Okay, like it is just wow with a fatha, like was wayasla. But if you don't stop on this sign, then you join ra with waw, like suburan wa yasla, sa'ira, wa yasla sa'ira. Innahu kana. Okay, make one noun noon because there is a shadda. Innahu kana fi ahlihi masrura. إنه إنه كان في أهله مسرورا. إنه ظن أن لن يحور. إنه ظن أن لن يحور. بلى إن ربه كان به بصيرا. بلى إن ربه كان به بصيرا. فلا أقسم بالشفق. Okay, make qalqala on qaf here and here. Okay, because the rule of qalqala is that whenever you have sukoon, or whenever you read a qalqala letter with a sukoon, you have to make qalqala like the first one, the first qaf here we have is with sukoon, so it's going to be uqsimu, and the second one is with a kasra, but because of stop you are putting a sukoon on it. Okay, so that's why you have to make qalqala here too, like bishafaqah. Okay, the qalqala letters are qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal. Okay, there are 5 letters: qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal. Okay, fala uqsimu bishafaq. والليل وما وسق. والليل وما وسق. والقمر إذا اتسق. والقمر إذا اتسق. لتركبن طبقا. لتركبن طبقا عن طبق. لتركبن طبقا عن طبق. فما لهم لا يؤمنون. فما لهم لا يؤمنون. Okay, read this hamza with a jerking sound or a sound like a hiccup, like yu'minun. Okay, not yu'minun. It is yu'minun. وإذا قرئ. Can you hear? Ya is empty. Okay, it doesn't matter. Only Hamza has a fatha, so you have to read the Hamza and not the Ya. Okay, Ya doesn't have any role here. It is just Quri'a. Okay, not Quriya. Wa idha Quri'a alayhimul Qur'anu la yasjudun. وَإِذَا قُرِئَ عَلَيْهِمُ الْقُرْآنُ لَا يَسْجُدُونَ. Okay, now here you see there is a word as-sajda. Okay, in some of the copies of Quran you will find the sign like a prayer rug. Okay, or like a big S or some other indication, like just indicating to the same thing, sajda. Sajda means prostration, which means that when you read this ayah, okay, or when you listen to someone reading the same this ayah, you have to do one sajda. Okay, the method of sajda is that you say Allahu Akbar. Okay, you still go to the ground, put your forehead on the ground. Okay, and you say Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la 3 times, and you say Allahu Akbar and sit down. Okay, so all it requires is that you have to be in wudu, in ablution, and that you have to face the qibla. Okay, you have to be in the right direction, the direction which you face during your prayer. So this is just simple. You say Allahu Akbar and go down to sujood, to prostration, and say Subhan Rabbiyal A'la, Subhan Rabbiyal A'la, Subhan Rabbiyal A'la 3 times, and then you say Allahu Akbar and sit down. Okay, so every time you read it or listen to someone reading the same ayah, you have to do one sajda. Okay, but if you repeat the same ayah several times because you want to memorize it, okay, then you only have to do one sajda. Okay, if you repeat it several times in one sitting, if you repeat it in different sittings, like you say let's say you repeat it 5 times now, and then after a while you read it 10 times or 5 times or something like that, then you have to do one sajda for every time you repeat them. Okay, so وَإِذَا قُرِئَ عَلَيْهِمُ الْقُرْآنُ لَا يَسْجُدُونَ. Okay, and here is one thing more I want to mention. There are 14 of these ayahs which when you read you have to do one sajda. Okay, these are called ayat of sajda. This is number 13. Okay, so the last one is going to be at the end of Surah Al Alaq. And whenever you find an ayah like this, you do one sajda. Okay, when you read them or you listen to someone reading it. Okay, بل الذين كفروا يكذبون. بل الذين كفروا يكذبون. والله أعلم بما يوعون. والله أعلم بما يوعون. فبشرهم بعذاب أليم. فبشرهم بعذاب أليم. إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لهم أجر غير ممنون إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات لهم أجر غير ممنون